Supporting significant life events. Table of contents. Introduction. Task 1. Understand how significant life events have an impact on individuals and their local networks. LO 1.1. Explain the impact of significant life events on individuals. LO 1.2. Analyze possible group responses to significant life events that occur to one of its members. LO 1.3. Analyze the impact of others in health and social care when an individual experiences significant life events. Task 2. Understand the support available for individuals experiencing significant life events. LO 2.1. Evaluate the effectiveness of organizational policies and procedures in supporting individuals and their social networks affected by significant life events. LO 2.2. Explain how others in social network may provide support to individuals experiencing significant life events. LO 2.3. Evaluate the sustainability of external sources of support for those affected by significant life events. Task 3. Be able to analyze responses made by health and social care services to support individuals. LO 3.1. Analyze possible organizational responses to the need to support individuals experiencing significant life events. LO 3.2. Reflect on own personal contributions to the support of individuals experiencing significant life events. LO 3.3. Make recommendations for improving the support available in health and social care organization for individuals and their social networks when affected by significant life events. Conclusion and then references. Introduction. People face significant life events that occur after the loss of their beloved ones. The term significant life events refer to the happenings or changes which, when take place in the lives of individuals, their lives do not remain the same as before. These events can be unusual, unexpected, unpredictable, significant, or expected that occurs quite naturally in the life of every human being. The impact of significant life events is in one's life stays for the entire life. In this assignment, leukemia has been considered as the significant life event. Leukemia is referred to as the cancer of the blood or specifically the bone marrow. Due to leukemia, the bone marrow is unable to produce the amount of blood cells as required by a human body. This type of cancer generally affects the white blood cells. Ferreira 2018. Task 1. Understand how significant life events impact on individuals and their social networks. LO 1.1. Explain the impact of significant life events on individuals. The impact of significant negative life events results in a five-stage process of grief. It is not that easy to explain the impacts that leukemia will create on an individual. The impact of this kind of cancer and its associated treatment may differ from person to person. The five stages of grief involve denial of the event, anger about the event, followed by bargaining or negotiation for solutions. If the solutions are not sufficient enough, the last two stages of grief happen. A phase of depression takes place and is followed by acceptance of the event. Such grief cycles occur to patients of leukemia and their families. The individual diagnosed with leukemia may always feel fatigued or tired. Katorana and Russell 2017. The exhaustion from the body does not go away despite the person's efforts to take enough rest. The individual becomes less energetic and gradually sinks into depression. The individual has to go through different treatments and has to stay at the healthcare centers for a longer time. This is a cause of both physical and mental pain for them. Due to the onset of leukemia, the physical condition starts degrading. As a result, in the most cases, the leukemia patients have to be hospitalized. During their crucial stages, lots of medicines, therapies, and surgeons often play with the psychology of the patients. They start feeling uncertainty about their existence. Aheles et 2018. As observed in the case study, Jill was admitted to the hospital at the initial stage for only a few weeks. Eventually, she ended up visiting the hospital for regular checkups. During her critical stage, she stayed for 2 weeks at the hospital before her death. Also, the onset of the disease had caused due to leave her job had caused her to disease had caused due to leave her job even when the company offered to give a leave of 14 unpaid weeks. Sue had to decide to stay with her daughter all the time. Before the diagnosis, she was managing everything in her domestic chores, but after the demise of her daughter, she could not focus on managing her life. Therefore, leukemia brings negativity to the lives of the individuals and their families. Very few people have been known to survive this negativity. LO 1.2. Analyze possible group responses to significant life events that occur to one of its members. Leukemia greatly affects individuals and their family members, relatives, and friends. The person diagnosed with leukemia can get positively or negatively affected. When the family members and friends of the patients provide them with care and support, then they feel that there is someone who is caring for them and is concerned about their well being. At this stage, the patient sees a hope for their existence. After diagnosis, the patient is in constant need of support and motivation. The roles played by medical professionals, families, friends, and members of the community are crucial for the patient. The family tries to bear the costs and carries out medication and procedures while keeping brave for the sake of the patient. Friends offer motivation, companionship, and comfort as well. Many times it has been noticed that things are turning to a negative direction. With the onset of the disease, many relations begin to fade away, while many new relations begin to develop. As the family members see that their beloved ones are not being able to carry on with their lives in the usual manner, but are having a lot of trouble in doing the daily chores, they get both emotionally and mentally affected. Leukemia makes a person dependent on others for daily life requirements. Pua et